Did you know that for many men over 60, the earliest warning signs of serious health risks often begin with changes in the penis? It might sound surprising, even a little uncomfortable, but it's a truth that too many men overlook. What seems like a minor issue in the bedroom may actually be a signal from your body, telling you that something deeper is going on. And it's not just about performance or intimacy. It's about blood flow, circulation, and the health of your heart, brain, and kidneys. When circulation slows down there, it often means it's slowed in other vital areas too. And when that happens, it's not just your confidence on the line. Your life could be at risk. In today's guide, we're diving into 5 everyday foods that top doctors and longevity experts recommend for men over 60. These are foods that protect and support your sexual health, improve blood flow, and help restore energy and vitality. In some cases, they might even save your life. And the best part? These aren't expensive supplements or strange ingredients. These are foods you probably already have in your fridge or pantry. You just didn't know what they could do for you. Whether you're still active or starting to notice changes that concern you, now is the time to take back control. Because when sexual function declines, it's not about ego. It's a signal that your body needs support. So stay with me, because by the end, you won't just know what to eat. You'll understand why it matters, how it works, and what changes you can expect when you make these simple choices part of your daily life. Food number 1, dark chocolate. Believe it or not, dark chocolate. Yes, the bittersweet treat. Maybe one of the most powerful foods for men's sexual health after 60. Not just because it tastes good, but because of what it does inside your body. Dark chocolate, especially varieties with 70% cocoa or higher, is rich in flavonoids, plant-based antioxidants that have been shown to reduce inflammation, lower oxidative stress, and, crucially, boost nitric oxide production. Why is nitric oxide important? Because it helps relax blood vessels, allowing better blood flow to where it's needed most, including your penis. Poor circulation is one of the top causes of erectile dysfunction, and when your blood vessels are stiff, narrowed, or inflamed, your ability to perform and enjoy intimacy takes a hit. But flavonoids in dark chocolate can help restore flexibility to blood vessels and support overall vascular health. I remember speaking with Thomas, a retired teacher in the 70s, who shared that after heart surgery, intimacy felt like a closed chapter. But after adding just a square of high-quality dark chocolate to his daily routine, things began to change. He felt calmer, more stable, and in a few months, his confidence returned. So did his connection with his partner. The takeaway? Not all chocolate is created equal. Avoid milk chocolate and processed varieties loaded with sugar. Instead, choose organic, low-sugar, high-cocoa dark chocolate and enjoy it slowly. Let it be a moment of self-care, a signal to your body that you're still invested in its well-being. Food number 2, pomegranate. Beautiful, bold, and bursting with antioxidants. Pomegranates are more than just a delicious fruit. They're a circulatory powerhouse, especially for aging men. This jewel-toned fruit is loaded with polyphenol, which help prepare the lining of blood vessels, fight inflammation, and boost blood flow throughout your body. Your endothelium, the thin layer of cells lining your blood vessels, is critical for healthy erections. When this layer becomes stiff or damaged with age, circulation drops, and so does performance. Pomegranate helps rejuvenate those vessels. In fact, clinical studies have shown that daily consumption of pomegranate juice can improve erectile function in men, particularly those with mild to moderate dysfunction. Take Dennis, 68, who had quietly accepted a sexless life. He thought desire had faded forever until he started adding pomegranate juice to his morning routine. Within weeks, he noticed subtle shifts, morning arousals, clearer thinking, and even revived emotional connection with his wife. That's the power of one small change. It doesn't have to be complicated. A glass of juice, a handful of seeds over your cereal, or a few spoonfuls of pomegranate concentrate can make a difference. Just be consistent, and your body will begin to respond. Food number 3, beets. They may not look glamorous, but beets are a miracle food for circulation and vitality, particularly for men over 60. Beets are naturally rich in nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. the molecule responsible for opening up blood vessels and improving blood flow. And when blood flows freely, so do energy, confidence, and performance. Here's the kicker. By the time most men reach their 60s and 70s, nitric oxide production has dropped dramatically. That loss shows up as fatigue, poor circulation, and weaker erections. But when you bring beets into your diet, whether roasted, juiced, or powdered, you help restore what age has taken away. In one clinical study, older adults who drank beet juice every day showed noticeable improvement in blood flow and stamina within just 2 weeks. My friend Gary, 72, had all but given up. He said he felt disconnected, like his body had shut off. But after adding a simple daily shot of beet juice, everything changed, not just physically, but mentally. He stood taller, smiled more. He started to feel alive again. You don't need to love the taste of beets to reap the benefits. Blend them into a smoothie, toss them in a salad, or take a beetroot shot. The important thing is to start. Food number 4, spinach. It might be humble, but spinach is a nutritional powerhouse for aging men, especially when it comes to sexual health and hormone support. Spinach is loaded with magnesium, a vital mineral that many older men are deficient in. Low magnesium levels are linked to inflammation, reduced testosterone, and even erectile dysfunction. But the benefits don't stop there. Spinach is also high in nitrates, which support nitric oxide levels and help improve circulation, just like beets and dark chocolate. And if that weren't enough, it's rich in folate, a B vitamin essential for nerve function and blood flow. Low folate levels have been associated with poor sexual function in older men, something spinach can naturally help correct. Even a couple of servings a week in an omelet, stir fry, or salad can begin to make a difference. One story I'll never forget is from Frank, 79, a widower from Indiana. After his wife passed, he slipped into habits of eating canned food and living in silence. But after watching a talk on leafy greens, he made a shift. He started buying spinach and cooking again. Slowly, his vitality returned, and with it, a desire for connection, and eventually a new relationship. Sometimes it's the smallest acts, preparing a healthy meal, choosing fresh ingredients, that open the door to a more fulfilling life. Food number 5, watermelon, replacing the duplicate pomegranate section. Yes, watermelon, the refreshing summer fruit, may be one of the best-kept secrets for men's health over 60. That's because watermelon contains citrulline, an amino acid that helps boost nitric oxide levels, relax blood vessels, and improve blood flow, all essential for sexual health and performance. Studies suggest that citrulline may help enhance erection hardness and satisfaction, especially in men with mild dysfunction. It acts similarly to prescription ED medications, but without the side effects. Plus, watermelon is hydrating, rich in antioxidants, and supports heart health, which, as you know, is directly tied to performance. George, a retired principal, once told me he never imagined watermelon could impact his romantic life. But after incorporating a few slices a day, he noticed subtle but meaningful shifts. Stronger morning arousals, more energy, and a renewed sense of confidence. So next time you pass by a watermelon at the store, don't think of it as a snack. Think of it as natural vascular support. Final thoughts. It's not too late. The foods you eat matter more than you think. Not just for your waistline, but for your energy, your circulation, your hormones, and your sense of self. For too long, older men have been told to accept decline, to quietly give up on intimacy, strength, or passion. But that narrative is wrong. Your body hasn't given up on you. It's just waiting for support. These 5 foods are your starting point. They're not gimmicks. They're tools. And they speak to your body in a language it understands. So today, make a choice. Pick one. Add it to your routine. Let it remind you that you are still in charge of your health and vitality. You're not past your prime. You're entering a wiser chapter. And with the right fuel, that chapter could be filled with strength, confidence, and deep connection. You matter. Your health matters. And it's never too late to feel alive again.